Hi guys, welcome to this video. Well, in this video I'm gonna show you how to install WebAssembly package for Qt. So what's WebAssembly? WebAssembly package. Let's check WebAssembly. Well, WebAssembly with wiki. No, let's check. So WebAssembly. Well, it defines portable binary code format, so and corresponding text format for executable programs, as well as software interfaces for facilitating interaction between such a program and their host environment. So it's nothing but a tool, and assembly language, which is machine language. No, WebAssembly means it's providing you important facilities in order to provide your program to run on web. All right. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how to use it for Qt. So if you want to know what's Qt, Qt is nothing but Qt programming language. All right. So you can use it in different environments. So what's Qt? Please go to Qt.io. Okay, you're gonna see what's Qt, and you're gonna see here we have a solution for entire cross-platform software development lifecycle. What a beautiful pro software it is. You know here which platform are you gonna targeting? Desktop, mobile application, embedded devices, microcontrollers. Amazing, which is nothing but there is no any kind of programming language apart from C and assembler to be able to run on microcontrollers. So Qt can be deployed on microcontroller, which is the amazing target of Qt library. So this is nothing but it's a main target of this software is nothing but to deploy your applications on microcontroller. So you can develop web automations. You can develop web design parts like using JavaScript functionalities. We can see also a lot of stuff with a Qt. Now, for instance, you can see that Qt development. You can see bunch of let's say automotive sectors. They're gonna use speedometer, you know. So for instance, you're gonna see also Qt development for Android. Let's say Android. Let's see what we're gonna have. So we can see that bunch of medical devices software can be developed with Qt for Android both and embedded. Right. So you can see that there are many softwares like coffee machine software can be developed also with Qt easily. So as you can see guys, it's nothing but is applied also. You can see for robotic sector, like you can develop some let's say chatbot with a Qt. No, you can develop also like hood display with Qt. Hood display is nothing but like for robots like this, you know. You can see easily hood display is like this, you know. So it's nothing but a bunch of knowledge you can get with a Qt. Well, perfect. But what about web? Can we develop web application with Qt? Well, answer is yes. So let's start about WebAssembly. So let's go to Qt website. Please write Qt WebAssembly Linux on Google. Okay, WebAssembly Linux, and open this first. Okay, open first link here, as you can see here. So there are in the left hand side there are drop down. So there are versions of Qt. For sure I'm gonna use 6.2 and 5 my Qt version here. I already downloaded Qt, but if you are not familiar how to download Qt, I can show you how to download also Qt. You know, the 6.2. It's by the way, if you are not familiar how to download Qt, please ask me in a question board in the description under my videos. I'm gonna also show on that how to install Qt for different versions. All right. So here 6.2, 5.15. Well, in my case, I'm using 6.2. So Qt is for WebAssembly. Perfect. WebAssembly is a binary bytecode format intended to be executed in virtual machine inside the web browser. Amazing. So this is what we want. So basically, what we need to do first, we have to install is inscription WebAssembly. So for that, please go to Google, okay, and write that WebAssembly. Let's say like this here. No, let's open here what we have. First one, let's see what we have here. We have here, but let's write WebAssembly install. Let's write install WebAssembly Linux. Wow, it's a tutorial pool. There are a bunch of tutorial here, but basically guys, WebAssembly is commonly used in Windows, but I don't want to use for Windows, I want to use for Linux. Alright, so this is also another tutorial. It's gonna show you how to install it, but let's not to do it. I'm gonna show you another thing, which is nothing but official website of Qt. So please open this website, mscription.org. okay, open this website and go to downloads. You're gonna see what we're gonna do here. So I'm gonna navigate to this part, getting started. Okay, so come here, let's go to, there are some platforms like Windows operating system and MacOS as well as Linux. Let's go to part of Windows. Well, part of Windows is pretty easier. You're gonna do it alone. It's nothing but, it's very easy. So nothing but you're gonna install this, how to installation instruction for MSDK. Perfect. You just go to git clone this website, GitHub profile, and go to that directory and then follow these instructions. So you see it's pretty forward in Windows. Alright, so on Windows run MSDK instead of these, because and instead of this. So please follow this part. For Windows users I'm talking about. Well, for Windows user also, if you see activate command, step of BAT is optional. If you want to know more, activate SDK version. Well, for sure I'm not going to do some stuff for Windows, but I'm gonna show you how to do it. I'm gonna do it for Linux basically, because I'm using Linux. Well, here if you want to use also Windows, please let me know. I'm gonna put some videos for Linux, for Windows as well, and putting some commands on terminal. Alright, let's go forward. Let's go find Linux. Wow, Linux, perfect. So let's go to install, but as a prerequisite packages, please install sudo apt-get install Python. So let's clear my terminal, sudo apt-get install apt-get install Python 3. Alright, so install this package. Alright, so it's already installed in my case. If not, you're gonna install it. So for sure you need to install CMake. Please install CMake. Also it's installed, perfect, nothing to do here. So it's a prerequisite packages, perfect. Guys, also install Git. I have already installed, but you have to install. Alright, perfect. So updating SDK here, as you already did, you have to git clone. Alright, you have to git clone that package, which is nothing but here. So git clone this. Okay, so basically you have to run like this. Let's do it together. You have to do msdk. Alright, after doing this, it's I'm not going to do it because I already did. Okay, so after doing this, you have to fetch latest registry of available tools. Perfect, amazing. Well guys, here you have to do the same thing, just nothing but you have, after entering, so imagine that I did, so you are inside the directory of MSDK, you have to do this, right? So you have to just copy paste here. No, you have to enter the command, so you have to do it again, install latest SDK this, and then after that you have to activate it. No, and source activate path, you have to activate the path. This is the most important step, okay? Otherwise your machine, your Linux operating system or Windows operating system is not going to find your image, let's say installation. All right, well, after that nothing else, you have to go to Qt. Okay, imagine that you open the Qt, imagine that you already installed Qt. So how to do it, how to, after imagine that we have already installed, if we have MSDK, we have everything here, everything set up well. How to correlate our project with Qt project? Well, let's open Qt. No, let's open Qt with Qt new project. So you have a widget application. All right, widget application. So call this application, let's say WebAssembly test. WebAssembly test. Right, perfect. go forward. So you can choose here any directory that you are working on. I'm choosing the Qt examples. All right. So you can here qmake, cmake. I'm more let's say good at in cmake, therefore I'm choosing cmake, but you can use also qmake if you are more familiar with qmake. Well, cmake is nothing but qmake is nothing but very similar to cmake, but I like cmake because it's nothing but C++ based. Alright, let's go forward. Here you can use class name, whatever you want. Actually, I'm using QWidget. Well, it's done, no? So it's a UI, GUID, and language you can use. I'm not going to touch here this part. It means nothing but your program is going to based on that language. Alright. So here it's better, it's a good practice to use all kits, okay? So if any kind of doesn't work, you can use all kits. Perfect. Go forward, move forward. Perfect. So it's nothing with WebAssembly test is open, no? With open. Well, in my case, actually here, if I want to run it, let's go here, open the left hand side debug mode, WebAssembly test. So choose WebAssembly 6.2, but in my case I already set up, but I'm showing you how to set up in your case, okay? So go to edit, okay, edit, preferences, okay, preferences, devices, WebAssembly here. You see, as you can see, already done. I have already done. But be sure about one thing, guys. Here it's a version of 2.0.14. Now, let's come back to Qt version. As you can see here, Qt for WebAssembly. Well, here in our website, and we already talked about it. This now. First, you want to see about your version. Let's go to terminal, do me ++ version. No, m. Actually, I have to do it m ++. Command not found. Why it doesn't found? Okay, here it found. Well, please do m ++ version. It's gonna find your version, you see. But guys, here it's saying the meaning version are these. So if you are using Qt 6.2.0, I strongly recommend you to install your 2.0.14. So it's nothing but instead of well, if you come back here when you're installing, instead of this latest, you just put the version. Okay, and also activate latest, you're gonna put the version. So let's recap. So after doing update, now you're opening your here you're opening install 2.0.14 basta. Amazing. And you have to do this in your local directory, okay, home directory, I'm sorry. Then you will do this. Perfect. Amazing. Nothing else. Come back to Qt. You have to tell the Qt to use the WebAssembly opening devices, and you have the browser here, and go to MSDK folder here now. So nothing is, you have to open it. Perfect. You have to click open, basta. Perfect. Amazing. It's gonna open, find it amazingly. Then you have to open here, let's say kit. You see kit, okay, and you will see here. In your case, could be something error here, should be shown. No, in that case, what you have to do, you have to just add it. No, as an add, already added. So here you have to find your WebAssembly runtime. Okay, WebAssembly runtime. After doing this, all of them are going to set up. Let me remove this. I already did it. So you have to apply. Okay, and okay. Perfect. You have to do apply and okay. So let's, after that, you have to come back here. WebAssembly time here. Name of project and WebAssembly 6.2.4. Amazing. As you can see, in a debug mode, WebAssembly 6.2 is going to run. Let's build it again. Let's build it. Amazing. Congratulations, guys. If you reach to this point, How nice, you learn bunch of knowledge about WebAssembly that you cannot find in other kind of YouTube channel. Thank you very much. But if you want to know more something, if I can show you something here, you can put your push button. Let me change your style command, add color. No, let's put here. Let me put here. No, this is background color. Okay, let's put here background color, apply. Okay, so let's save it. So to save it, you have to do like, okay, like Control Shift S, Control Shift S again, build this command. Okay, you have to build it and you have to run it. Amazing, it's over here. So it's nothing but, guys, well done, great job. Thanks for watching.